Alright, here we are. We are streaming right now. Welcome to Artco Drone Solutions Saturday Night Live number 7. Flew my Mavic Air today looking for my lost drone. We'll talk a little bit about news and more stuff. So stay tuned. We're waiting for folks to jump on in, and then we'll get this show going. Alrighty. Yeah, we got some stuff going on, and we're going to have some improvements happening with this show. Okay, we got 2 people watching. Welcome to the show. I posted the GoFundMe for Jim Crennan. If you'd like to make a donation, help this guy out. He's a veteran, going through some tough stuff. So help him out. Floyd Motes, welcome to the show. All right, let's give Floyd a wrench. All right, cool. Floyd, you are now a moderator. Gave you a little wrench there, and so we'll get this show going. All right. Yeah, I posted a video of my flight of my Mavic Air out at Big Dry Creek, looking for my drone that I lost last August. And the video was inconclusive because I was only out there for a short time. It figures I carried all of this. Oh, thank you, Steve. Thanks for stopping in. We'll give you a little wrench too. Cool. And yeah, so I hauled out all my equipment out there. I tried to make it as light as possible. And I really need something to sit on when I'm flying my drone. So I have a 5-gallon bucket. And although, you know, all the gear didn't weigh all that much, but man, lugging that bucket, it wore me out. I am still sore from the hike. It was like a half a mile hike, maybe even more than that. Doug Ertel, welcome to the show. So I get out there and I finally get all my gear out there. I got my new landing pad that I made, and what happens? Then it starts getting windy out there. I mean, it's not a real strong wind, but for Mavic Air, it just ate up my battery. By the time I got out to where I wanted to fly, I was down to like 40%. So I got a little over 4-minute video out of it. But it looks pretty awesome. I got to use the ND filters. I used an ND16. And I still need to play around with the features on it to get it going. Also, I need to learn how to change the settings so that the SD card that I put in will take the video instead of having it all going into the internal memory. So after I got home and I'm trying to upload the video, I'm like, where's the video? And I look at my phone and I go, well, I got video on my phone. And I'm like, oh, cool. So I went on YouTube to find out how to change the settings, and you know what? It's pretty easy. It's right there on the app, uh, just below the that when you turn on to take a photo or turn on the video, there are those three little bars there. You click on that, and then you scroll over to the gear section, and then you switch to SD card. So simple as that. All right, Fly Natural, welcome to the show. Great to have you. Now I'm learning how to add you guys to the moderators. So I'm learning how to use YouTube in the live stream and make this a better show. So if you go to my Facebook page, or if you go to Coast Drones Facebook page, Bill the Drone Reviewer Facebook page, I believe I shared it on those pages. If not, I will share it tonight. But the weather was beautiful out today. Had to get some laundry done. After I did that, got my equipment, drove out there, which is about 5 miles from my house. You got 2 wrenches. Wow. Well, good for you. Give one back. I don't. Well, Roy Cornelius, welcome to the show. And don't forget to hit that like button, please. Okay, let's get this going. And everything is looking good. My stream health is in the green. I'm liking it. And things are looking good. So, so far I like the Mavic Air. I just need to learn all the different things to do on it. I need to set it up in 4K. It probably already automatically does that, but I am just happy with the quality of the video. It looks great. Drone Shots, welcome to the show. Also, I've on the stream, I will post it again. This is GoFundMe for Jim Crennan. You like, go help this guy out. He's a great young man. He needs our help. So let's chip in a few bucks for him. Also, what else is going on? Oh, I finally got my tablet working with the DJI Go Before 4 for my Phantom 3 Advance, and I will probably take that back out to where I search for my lost drone tomorrow if the weather is really nice. If it was as nice as it was this morning. Boy, it was a beautiful morning, clear sky, not a cloud in the sky, calm out there. I was just really happy with that. And while I was at my sister's house, I'm like, oh, I kept looking out the window, and I'm like, oh, wow, still looks great. And by about a little after 12 o'clock, it still looked pretty good out there. And then when I got home, I noticed the wind's picking up, but it should be all right. The Audio Wizard, welcome to the show. All right, we're getting up there. 10 people. Super. So with the Phantom 3, oh, Jay Malone, welcome to the show. All right, thank you for saying hi. Have a good time at church. So welcome. Thank you. Yeah. So with the Phantom 3 Advance, it's got more sensors on it, and I can't wait to test it out. Cool. And it has a lot more features on that than the standard. One of the things that I will change on the Phantom Standard is that since it's no longer under warranty, I'll go ahead and get the Litchi app for it, and then that way I could set up the waypoints without having to go out and fly the route and then set it up that way, which will make it a lot easier to do and save a lot of battery time as well. I'll do that, Audio Wizard. I'll go check out your drone video at the Anaheim. Cool. Sounds great. But yeah, I've got, let's see, not, well, this coming week is a regular work week. And the following week, we got flex week with Friday off. So I'll have a nice 4-day weekend because we have President's Day off. So that'll give me a chance to go out and do some more drone footage. And what I want to do is I want to drive out on the plains east of here, go out to some of the farming towns, and a lot of these little farming communities have big grain silos, and I want to fly my drone around and get some really good shots, and to practice my skills in flying and videography to give you guys some better footage. And also, invariably, there's going to be a water tower there, and I love water towers. If you saw, well, excuse me, one of my older videos of the old Arvada water tower, and that's been a fixture in the city of Arvada for like forever. I think it went up in 1907, and it was in active use up until the 70s, and now it's the wells are plugged or they're capped, but the water tower is no longer active. And Coast to Coast Drones, welcome. Thank you. Thanks for coming to the show. And that made for a great video. And that was with my drone that I lost back in August. So I was hoping that now that with the now that the leaves are gone, that I might be able to find my drone a little better, because it's white and it's got red props on it, and maybe I'll be able to find it, because I think what had happened was it landed in some bushes and it just kind of sank into the bush, and you just can't see it unless it hit the drink, and I don't think it would have floated down. I think it would just sank like a rock and just stayed in the creek, but I didn't see it in the creek. And it's fairly shallow there, and I don't think it would go very far. I think what happened was it hit a tree branch or something, because when I was watching the video feed, all I saw was, it looked like the opening scenes from Batman where it just went in a circle, and I'm like, oh, crud. So I was Flatliners Comedy Club. Oh, Steve Epstein. I will try to do that, Steve. Go to the top of some Colorado mountains looking down a couple. That would be interesting to do. Here's my here's my issue. Is I have respiratory issues that I was born with, and I get altitude sickness. And so I can't go up very high. If I go up to, I could go up to Mount Evans, but that I will get a real bad headache and feel nauseous and just feel crappy. Excuse me. So, oh man, another drink. Huh. But I'm here in the Front Range. I might be able to get it up to some of the closer mountains, like Lookout Mountain. If I go there, I could get some really cool footage up there. What would really be nice is to go up there at night and you could see downtown Denver with all the lights and traffic going on there. That would be kind of cool. Yeah. For some reason, I just got a scratchy throat there, but doing a little better. Got a little bit of water left, so I'm good to go. But thank you, Steve, for that idea. That would be good. Now, I've seen some drone flyers here in Colorado who have done that and have taken some excellent videos, like up at Woodland Park. Really, really cool videos there. And there's one guy, he's down there in Trinidad, Colorado. He does the racing drones, and he does the FVP, first person, FPV, first person view. And he's got some great shots of some of the close mountains there. Thanks, Drone Shot. Steve Epstein, we've sort of known each other for many, many years. I've seen his photos at comic clubs around the country, and he's probably seen a lot of mine. And it turns out we have the same circle of friends. And then when with Facebook came around, I got to meet Steve, and Steve is a comedian. He's kind of I think he's a retired comedian now, sort of like me. I'm retired from comedy. And Steve, he sells uh, vinyl records on eBay, and he's doing pretty good with that. So that's pretty cool. Wow. So that's what's been going on in with my Mavic Air. Haven't flown the Phantom 3 that often, but now I've got the batteries are charging up right now, and then I've got the remote charging right now, so it should be good to go by tomorrow. And that'll be really cool. Another place I could go to is Waterworld. It's closed right now, but it'd be kind of cool to get up there in the parking lot and kind of fly around the park a little bit and get some cool footage there. Yes, Audio Wizard. Steve is from Santa Monica, California, so you guys are practically neighbors, except you are on the other side of the, well, you're sort of southeast of where Steve lives. Oh, the NAMM show. That I will love to go there to check out all the guitar equipment and the effects pedals. I'm kind of a wannabe uh, rock star. I've always wanted to play the guitar, but because my hands are kind of, I play a little bit. So if you looked at my latest video here on my channel, you can see I've got a couple guitars here in my studio. I have a, oh, Dana Point. Okay, cool. Ah, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I have a Fender Mini Squire Strat, and then I have an Ibanez RG series, which I really like. It's got a really nice low action, and it sounds great. Last time I was in California, well, was when I went to the Philippines a couple years ago. I was in San Francisco for my flight to Beijing, China, on my second leg, or yeah, my second leg of my trip to the Philippines. Hopefully next year I get on the Japanese airline that's flies here to Denver. I could fly from Denver to Tokyo and then Tokyo to Manila. So that would be a really good flight to go on. I haven't been to Japan since '95, and I had a blast in Japan. Mike Kelly, welcome to the show. Thank you very much, sir. All right. Uh, if you guys watched Ken's show the other night, if you notice how many people were watching, he had over 400 people watching, which just blew me away. Happy Lutz, welcome to the show. Okay, Steve, thanks for stopping by, and enjoy your evening. Yes, I did, Steve. I was in Japan. I did comedy at the American air bases in Japan, and at Misawa, Atsugi, Yokota, and Kadena in Okinawa. And then from there we went to South Korea and performed in Punsan and Osan. Rick Halbert, welcome to the show. All right. And that was the high point of my comedy career. I thoroughly enjoyed doing that. I wish I could have gone back again, but right after that tour, um, Kenny King, I think, was the guy that did the tour. He just stopped doing it, or something happened, and it was just a real pain to try to get work with him again. So but it was a blast. The one thing I wish I would have had, that technology from today that I could have taken with me back then, if I would have had a GoPro camera, I would have taken that and got a lot of video of that tour. But I brought my regular film camera and I took a few photos. Nothing spectacular. I don't even know if I don't think I have any of those old photos. But the comics that I worked with were pretty darn funny. So that was good. Coming back, we were flying back to LA from Tokyo. No, we came back from Seoul, South Korea, and we had to wait 8 hours at the airport to catch our flight back to LA. And I caught a cold, and on the flight back, I was sleeping off and on and watching the movie, and one of the comedians kind of nudged me and said, "Hey, Art, I want you to meet my friend Roger here." And I shook Roger's hand and spoke with him for a few minutes, and he walked away, and I'm like, oh, who is that guy? That guy looks really familiar. And I turned to the comedian and I said, "Was that Roger Clinton?" It was Bill Clinton's brother, who happened to be doing a show in Seoul, South Korea. Drone obsessed Jerry Calverley, welcome to the show. Cool. And that was really fun. Got to try some Japanese food. That green stuff, that's not guacamole. That is wasabi sauce, and boy, boy, you just put a little bit of that on your food, and that goes a long way. But yeah, I like sashimi and sushi. Some of the food that I've had over there was just phenomenal. Had kimchi in South Korea. Tokyo is a huge city. It's about like LA, the traffic, but they've got a phenomenal mass transit system going there. Yes, Rick, yeah. Wasabi is a lot. Yeah, I wish I would have thought of that, uh, Steve Epstein. That would have been funny. But uh, the bumper stickers that I had that you saw in some of my previous shows that say Art's Place, liquor in the front, poker in the rear, and my mom's a travel agent for guilt trips. Sold a ton of those there. In Masala, I sold so many at that show that I couldn't fold my wallet from all the ones, fives, and tens that I had. So that was a really, really fun show. So one of the things that I'm going to do shortly when I get my tax refund is I'm going to upgrade this show, and I will upgrade it to where I could have guests on my show. And I've already talked to Steve at Flatliners Comedy Club, and he might be a guest on the show. And I may have some of you folks out there as excuse me, like Rick Halbert, Floyd Moats, Doug, and those. Yes, there is a high-speed train there in Japan. There we go. So we'll upgrade that, and I'm going to work on making a green screen to go behind me. I don't know. What do you folks said? Do you like my background here? Maybe I should just I should stick to that. Mm. And I don't know. I kind of like to do a green screen so that I could do like a studio thing, like what uh, Greg Cooner does on his show, or maybe I'll just do a natural, just leave it and kind of have it like Ken's show. But having the capability of having people come on to the show, I think that will add another dimension to the show. Yeah, thank you, Floyd. I think it works too. Yeah, I like the logo. I went over to where did I go? I think it was Wits and Canva, and I just made up this logo, and it looks pretty cool. But yeah, I will set it up to where you have two people side by side, and that'll make for an interesting show. I wish that Doug was still on. I wish I Am Wedge was still on, because I started a. Yes, I do need some honey and lemon tea. That sounds good. Uh, I started a new hobby, rock tumbling, and I wanted to show those guys some of the rocks I got. And I got this. A friend of mine, one of my classmates from high school, sent me some Petoskey stones. And what they are is fossilized coral. So I put them through the tumbler, and this is what came up. And they look pretty darn nice. Now, this little teeny tiny one you could really see the hexagonal features in the rock. Some of these, just looks like, coral, and it looks pretty good. Yes, content is the priority. So, yeah, these are just some of the Petoskey stones that I've polished so far. Now, this one looks pretty cool too. So, I will have some more uh, stones in the future to show you guys. And the reason I wanted to get Iron Wedge and Doug on is they are from Minnesota. And especially Iron Wedge, he's from Duluth, Minnesota. And I'm looking for the famous Lake Superior agates. And those stones look really cool. True Drone Reviews, thank you for stopping in. And those stones look really cool when they're all tumbled and polished up. I bought some on eBay. These were from Oregon, and I mean they look pretty nice, but the Lake Superior agates are really really awesome looking. Well, Rick, from start to finish takes 4 weeks. Yeah, you go through 4 different grit sizes. You start off with the coarse, and then the medium, and then your pre-polish, and then your polishing grit, and then after you go through the final polish, you do what's called burnishing, and that's where you take your stones and you put some medium in there that keeps them from getting scratched up like plastic beads and rubber bands. And then you shave some soap. I say, I know I'm kind of a hoarder when it comes to those little slivers of soap that you have left after you've taken so many showers and baths, so you got little slivers left. Well, I saved those. Luckily for me, I did. And you put that in there, and what that does, it shines those rocks up so where you get a nice shine, like on this guy here. And with the agates, I mean that's quartz, really. I mean it's silicon, and that shines up like glass, and they look awesome. Oh, Doug, you're at your fish house on Lake Millilax. Oh, cool. Fishing is slow, yeah. I'm guessing you're ice fishing out there. Oh, cool. Cool. Now, I can handle ice fishing out there because you're not really high in elevation, and yeah, as long as you have a nice warm shanty and go out there and do a lot of fishing, yeah, I like that. True Drone Review says I never shower. That leaves me out. Cool. So, yeah, I do that, and plus I have my fishing channel, Art's Place Fishing, and that will be picking up in a few months here. I may do some live streaming on that channel in the future and talk about what I'm going to be doing in the upcoming year. And another thing about flying the drone, and it helps me to scout out some more fishing spots. If I go out east, I might find a hidden place that I could go fishing later on in the year. I could, after work, I could take off, maybe find a room at a hotel nearby, and then go to that spot and do some fishing there. So that's cool. Now, what I might be doing a little different than what Ken and Greg do on their shows is I'm going to bring in a little more unique, obscure drone flyers. Some of these are from the Philippines. They are vloggers on YouTube, and they're very well known in the Philippines. One of them is Will Dosovich, and I want to bring him on because some of his drone footage is just outstanding. And he's a remarkable young man. He's in his mid-20s, and he's got 1.75 million subscribers, and he's doing tremendous. Another one is Daniel Marsh. He's a cinematographer. He does some great photo work and videography, and he also uses a drone in some of his videos. They're awesome. Will Dosovich's sister, she uses a lot of drone footage, and I like to get her on the show. Mike, the Drone Ranger, thanks. Welcome to the show. Cool. I kind of like to be like Spike. Instead of a cape, you guys are getting wrenches. Oh, yeah, Canadian Drone Hub. Yep, I'll probably be going over there a little later today. Right after the show, I'm going to make dinner, and then I'll skedaddle over to Roger's show. And that's a pretty good live streaming show. And I like to bring Young 360 on the show. Who else? Oh, Elodia, Almira. I don't want to say her last name because I'll probably butcher it. I think it's Go Sing Fiao. Go Sing Fiao. She's another Filipina, and some of her drone footage is just awesome. Some of the footage out there in the Philippines just blows me away. Haley just came back from Europe. Right now she is in Aruba. Can't wait to see the videos that she's got from Aruba. I've been there twice, and that is a fun place. That's a whole nother story. All right, Drone Obsessed. Jerry, thanks for stopping by. Drone reviews, okay. You got it. Drone Reviews is now a moderator. You got a wrench. Yeah, I've been to Aruba a couple times. First time I worked there, I was one of the comedians working at the Comedy Zone at the Holiday Inn, and that's famous for Natalie Holloway, the girl who disappeared back, what, 20 years ago? Yikes. Sad story. But Aruba is a beautiful island. Uh, it'd probably be really hard to fly a drone there unless you got something like maybe a Phantom 3 or Phantom 4 or an Inspire to fly there because it's really windy there. Yes, thank you, Drone Shots. That would be awesome if you guys could hit the like button and share on Facebook. And so hopefully I'll meet some more great droners from around the world and bring them onto the show, especially those in Europe and South America uh, and Asia. So I will make this a really great show. I've only started the live streaming a couple months ago, and my show is really growing. Thanks to Bill Horrells from Bill the Drone Reviewer for really giving me a shot in the arm with you know giving a big plug for me and helping me out here. Getting me that Mavic Air was just I'm blown away by it. Um, and I'm really looking forward to going to Spin Up this year and meeting all of you guys in person. That would really uh, mean something to me. And who knows, maybe they'll get me up there on stage to say a few things and maybe uh, be a funny guy for a couple minutes. I don't know. We'll see. The thing that Ken and I have in common is we've both been in entertainment for many years. I'm retired from that line of work. I've got a regular day job, and but Ken's still doing the radio, which is just fantastic. Uh, I have a lot of comedian friends of mine who have done some work in radio and who are just super, like my friend Steve Mudflat McGrew, who was a DJ at Wolf here in Denver. Rick Kearns did a short stint with KBPI here in Denver. A very good friend of mine, Michael Florwax, was at the Fox station here in Denver, KRFX. Uh, he retired, well, not really retired. He took a leave of absence due to health issues. So, but he's getting back into comedy, which is really wonderful. He's a funny guy, and I hope he gets back into comedy. Yes, it was in the mid to upper 50s here, True Drone Reviews. It was a nice day, and hopefully it'll be another nice one tomorrow. And I think we're going to get another storm coming through on Monday. And where I went flying my drone, the ground was really saturated because on my way back, I'm like going, if I cut across this way, I could cut it about 100 feet off of my travel. So I get out there, I'm like about 10 feet in, and I go, nope, this ain't gonna work, because it was just a sloppy mess. Because this last storm that we had dumped about 8 inches of snow here in my neck of the woods, and most of it is melted now, so the ground is really saturated and wet. But if you see some of my drone footage, you'll see some of a lot of the creek is still frozen over. And that one spot where you see right towards the end where it's all white, well, that's where I go fishing. And it's all frozen over. And and that's a neat spot. So with all this snow, we'll yes, when I get the P3 all charged up, I will be a lot closer where I need to be, because with the Mavic Air, I'm a little leery about trees and about distance, even though I had the range extending antenna doohickeys on. Ever since that crash where I lost my drone, I'm really paranoid about distances and not really having a good line of sight. Where with the P3, I'm a little more confident in the battery life, and plus I'll have the tablet for my monitor, and that'll give me a much better view than my little phone screen. So it will take 2/3 off the distance that I have to travel, maybe even more than that, because I will be above where I want to go, and all I have to do is go almost straight out, and I'll be over the trees. I won't have to go up very high to get over the trees and get down on the other side and turn the drone around and get a little closer to where I lost the drone, and so I'll get some better shots. But I think overall the video footage that I got today looks pretty good. I'm really happy with the ND filters. The highest one I've got is an ND32. I think that would have been a little too dark for today. But after a snowstorm, I would definitely use the ND32, because with all that brightness, that would just really make everything stand out. But I noticed with the ND16, my video looked a lot sharper and less what you would call faded out. The colors kind of snap a little bit, so it looked much better. Where before some of my earlier flights without the filters, they still look pretty good, but I think the ND filters really does something to enhance the quality of the video. However, today I notice I have some glitch issues, and I think that has to do with the internal memory. And next time I take it out, I will switch it over to the SD card. Yeah, 64 probably would be even better. Yep. Another place I want to go to is the Train Museum, which is just to the west of me. But I'll probably need to have some permission to fly around there. But that would be awesome to get some footage of those old steam trains that they've got there. These are narrow gauge trains that they've got at this museum. So that would be really cool to have. So yeah, if any of you out there, even if you're not in Minnesota, or if you're in the upper Midwest, or, uh, you know, if you want, you could send me some rocks that I could polish up in my polisher. I like chocolates too. Uh, Tim Herber, one of my subscribers, and he sent me, for my birthday, he sent me some Ferrero Rochers. He gave me the assortment package. Oh man, that was yummy. And he also got me a box of Merci chocolates. Oh man, those were just out of this world. Uh, those were great. But if you want to send me chocolates, my address is right there in the box below. It's 5557 West 79th Avenue, Apartment 3, Arvada, Colorado, 80003. So, uh, if you have broken drones or drones you don't want, send them to me, and I'll either fix them up or I will fly them, do a review on them. Uh, right now on propertyroom.com, I'm looking at a Spark drone I might be able to snag fairly cheaply. It needs some repair, and oh yeah, yeah, one of those waterproof drones would be kind of cool to mess around, or one of those Mavic Pro knockoffs. I'd like to try those out and uh, give a review. Like Kelly at Ready Set Drones gave away an Obtain drone, which is a copy of a Mavic Pro. Uh, I wanted to win that, but the question he had was a hard one. It was about battery life. I'm like, oh come on. Oh, Swell Pro is the waterproof drone. Cool. I've seen ads for those on Facebook. Now, Facebook has cracked down on a lot of those drone ads because, well, let's just say they copied some people from other YouTube channels, like Kelly from Ray Set Drone. They use some of his footage in their ads. Even Chris Rollins, they use some of his stuff, and when I saw them, I'm like, wait a minute, that's Kelly or that's Chris, and I let them know, and I said, hey, somebody, this company is using your likeness in their ads. You ought to take care of this because this could hurt your credibility, and plus they're making money off of your likeness You're not getting any of that. Dustin Dunhill did a review on the Seafly, and it was a bad drone. Oh, that's that Mavic knockoff. Yeah, I think I saw that video. I'm not sure, but I'll have to check that out. So I've got some other drones, like uh, I got this toy drone that it flies the music, which is kind of weird. It's got an app that you gotta download, and it's kind of like the Tello. You fly it with the app. So I'll do that, and I've got a VHUC drone, but it needs a camera for it. So that'll be a neat little video review that I could do in the future. So the other thing about Ken's show the other night, that was a marathon show. That was 2 hours. I mean, only Spike from iSpike does a marathon show where he's on for like 10 hours. He did one show. Mike says only people that can use my likeness is in horror movies. All right. Well, hey, we've done an hour now, and I want to thank you guys for coming to the show and supporting this channel. Uh, yep, it's only going to get better from here. This is going to be a Halloween 57. Yeah. So, thank you for joining, and you all have a great weekend. Go over to a Canadian Drone Hub. Say hi over there. I will be over there shortly. Gotta make dinner, and we will see you later. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl tomorrow. There's going to be a drone in that show, or that game. So that'll be interesting to watch that. It's a no-fly zone there, which is a good thing. So, see you all next week. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Okay, where do I go? I go over here. I could cut this and stop the stream here, do that, and